I didn't know if we had to create a second video, like how Glenn said that he doesn't ask us to edit our videos, like our vlogs, but this time we actually are supposed to make a video. And I was told that we weren't supposed to after I already made one. And so I'm just going to talk about it anyway, even if we didn't have to. It's just an extra video. But my video, we came up with this time lapse kind of thing where we like a time lapse is where you take pictures, lots of pictures, and put them together, and it looks like a video, but it's more choppy because they're frames instead of video. And I, my friend Alan, who lives with me in the dorms here, he's really big on like he has his own photo Canon, like a legit big one, like they're expensive ones, like the different changeable lenses and stuff. And I went with him to LA just to kick it and explore and stuff like that. And we came up with the idea of a time lapse, and he was really into the idea. Um, we took pictures, or his picture. He used his camera, and because his camera has the capability to take like 15 frames per second, and we did that while we were driving. We found a bridge and a bridge over the freeway, and we did that. Like got pictures of that over the freeway, and another one on this corner street. And we stayed at each one for maybe like 30 minutes, maybe an hour at most, to take pictures. And we took a lot of pictures. Because there's 15 frames per second, but there was, I'd say about total like 1,000 pictures or something like that. And the video that I made, well, first off, I want to say that a lot of credit goes to Alan, my friend. He helped out a lot. He did a lot of photo editing. I would say that that project, the video, is more his than mine, like almost not mine at all, pretty much. And he did like the editing on Photoshop for each picture to make it look like the pictures like the way they do, since they're not like, if you look at the video, it doesn't look like actual pictures. But the editing part of the video took forever. Because what we did was we took photos from each of the photos, and we put them on video, iMovie, and made each one like frame like 0.2 seconds or something like that. And there's only, I know the video short's like 15 seconds or something like that, but each second has at least 15 photos. So there's like 300 photos in just 15 seconds. And we did that this weekend, and it just took so long. So it would be longer if I had more time, but I think it turned out nice. And I tried to get music off that website on iWitka, but for some reason it wouldn't let me transfer it onto iMovie so I can download it. So it worked. So I just used my iTunes. I don't know if that was against it, but I credited the artist and credited Alan and the music also. So check it out. It's short, but I think it's pretty neat. So we talked on Tuesday. I remember talking about the documentary about the people who television versus other things. Well, I remember one thing he was saying was that people who watch television are more likely to be afraid of things like getting robbed on the subway or walking out at nighttime because of what media says they do things like that. And I love tea. We watched that clip of the glasses that change what media actually tells people. And at the beginning, I thought it looked familiar with the glasses and the changing the billboard signs, and I thought I'd seen it before, and I realized that when he looked at a person who was like, I don't know, an alien or something like that. I have seen that movie before, and I think I remember the end was where the guy is like cornered by a bunch of people like that, and I forget the rest, but I know I've seen that one before. I don't remember much of what we talked about on Tuesday, but Thursday we talked about. Oh no, Thursday we had our presentations, and my group, Vanessa Bonet, was one of the groups that we went. We went last, I believe, and there was the Pobel twins. The things I remember from them are that they're artists, but they're wrestlers, professional wrestlers, tag team wrestlers, and I assume that they're strong enough and fit to do that because they love it. So obviously that's why they do it. But I always thought that wrestling like that was fake. So maybe if I ask them, I'll ask if that was fake. If that kind of wrestling is fake. And then the other artist was an Asian woman who does calligraphy, and I like her. I like that group's Second Life installation. I like the look that they gave it. Like they gave it they gave it a Asian style look to it. Like the colors, like the pink. So I guess it was Japan because I'm assuming that the pink was like cherry blossoms, and they have that in Japan. I didn't understand what the top part was with all the seats. Oh, it was a like a video, like a little cinema kind of thing of her doing her calligraphy, and I learned that her calligraphy is where she just grabs paint, like she is in paint, and then she just rolls around on paper. I guess that's what I remember. But the installation itself, it was nice. And then there was our installation, which was a spool and the runway inside. And the runway, it took, I think when I look at it, I'm like, it doesn't look like there was much detail into it, but it took a long time. Maybe it's because we're slow at Second Life. But I think it turned out pretty well. Like, the thread, for instance, the texture on the outside of our spool was like a pipe texture, like pipes, not thread, but it looked like thread to me. And that was good like that. Oh, back to the Poobell twins. It was their installation. I like the movie theater. That was a very cool movie theater in my opinion. They had the seats and the popcorn maker. Oh no, it wasn't a movie theater. It was looked like a movie theater. And they had the ring on the inside and the slap booth. And they went and slapped people. And I thought that was funny. I don't understand why you get slapped by them or how you would get pay them to slap you. I mean, slapping hurts. I'm trying to think what we did more on Tuesday. It was just the movie and the talking about how media, right, television. I agree that I feel like if you watch more television, you are more afraid of stuff because television and news like that is subjective, right? And versus newspapers and magazines, you have a bunch of different people, not just one person's telling a story for 30 minutes. It's multiple stories a lot of other times. Tea is good. Me, I personally don't watch any TV. Just because I have a TV back there that's to play video games on. But actually watching the television, nah. And I don't read newspaper. I read the Daily 49er and I read about it in the school, but news-wise, I mean, I am racist, I think, because of television and stuff like that. That's just my personal thing. Just because when you see stuff, I always notice, like, in commercials, like, oh, they used a black person instead of a white guy, or they used a Mexican said, like, I know I'm racist and stereotypical. It sucks, but I like these talks that we do on Tuesday now. Like, I feel like I don't know, maybe I'm just paying attention more, but they're more in depth and meaningful ideas and stuff like that. So yeah.